So after a digression with the tablet from last week, it's back to electronic tat, and didn't think I'd be getting this, but it was on special at one. Went to this one pharmacy where they had it on special, far cheaper than I would have normally paid for this, and I figured, hey, why not make a video out of it? I suppose. It's the Pac-Man Pocket Player from My Arcade. Includes 3 games. You can play Pac-Man, Pac-Panic, and Pac-Mania. Nice little doodle of Pac-Man here. And we could flip the top. We have a look at the system. We'll look at that later. You can play Pac-Man, Pac-Panic, and Pac-Mania. And that looks like the Sega Genesis Mega Drive version of Pac-Mania, a game that I actually have and did a video on recently, or it would have been a year or two ago, I don't remember. Suffice it to say, it's not a very good version of Pac-Mania, so not quite thrilled with this one. My hopes aren't high, let's just put it that way. Anyways, large, full color screen. I would think so in this day and age. Enjoy games on the go. Powered by 4 AAA batteries or micro USB. Not included. We don't like that. Anyways. So you got some usual copyright material. Conforms to ages 14 plus. You have to be 14 years and older to enjoy this portable game player with 3 ancient video games. Brilliant. Of course, we have the sad onions, not the 3, which is kind of pointless because you need to be 14 years and older. I almost said 18. I'd be surprised I'm not surprised that they wouldn't do it. Anyways, we just opened this up. I already cut the thing beforehand, so neatly packaged. So that's the console. We'll take a look at that later. Oh, it comes with a little lanyard. I always wanted a little lanyard for myself. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. For all the things to have a lanyard, I guess that's why this thing's so expensive, because strap. Anyways, we'll look at that later. Let's look at the surprisingly thick instruction manual. Well, actually, it's not that surprising. We got the English, we got the Francais, then we got the Espanol, l'Italiano, the Portuguese, the Dutch, and that's okay. So it's a thick instruction manual with about a couple pages of instruction. Well, not even, it's just 2-3 pages of instruction, and the rest is, your usual choking hazards and FCC. Completely useless, this thing. So let's look at the actual console itself. You might want to remove the screen. Remove the screen here. Try to remove the screen. God, I wish I had longer fingernails. Hold on. Okay, so after an eternity, we finally got the screen off. This is the console. A nice little display here. Got your A and B buttons, your reset, your start button, this circular directional pad, which lacks a pivot in the middle. God damn it. I hope this isn't as bad as that Miss Pac-Man plug and play thing that I did a couple weeks ago, but my hopes aren't high. And on the plus side, For Pac-Man, add credits with A button, then press start to play. Use high-quality alkaline batteries for longer playing times. It's good advice. Yeah, hole for your headphones, and you got your micro USB thing here. And well, I mentioned I don't have batteries for this thing, so but I do have a micro USB plug somewhere. So be back in a sec. Okay, so I found myself a micro USB cable, plugged to a phone charger, and anyways, we'll fire this thing up. In my arcade pocket player, you got Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, and Pac-Panic. Unfortunately, this thing does not have an AV output, so you could plug in like a couple AV cables to the back of your TV. That way, I could have plugged it to the DVD and then record the footage and then rip it and then put it on screen, so you could look at this stuff properly. But I guess we'll have to do with this, unfortunately. Anyways, we got Pac-Man, trademark, Pac-Mania, trademark, and Pac-Panic, trademark. Perhaps the least exciting game selection menu that I've seen on these things. And I've yet to play the other one, but we'll save that for another time. Anyways, so let's pop in Pac-Man, add credits with A or B, then start to play. Okay. So that's the... let's see if I could focus on the gameplay. Okay, so this is Pac-Man. Traditional plain Jane Pac-Man. And I'll tell you what, despite my initial misgivings of the directional pad, it's actually not that bad. I'll give it that. Ooh. Sweet! All 4 ghosts. This is probably not going to last long, but whatever. That's okay. Oh. Twice in a row. Brilliant. I don't even care if I play a good game now. I just want to... There we go. If focusing more on the gameplay than I am the actual whether it stays on screen show. I can't complain. It doesn't need to play the Pac-Man theme every time you start a new level, but sounds alright. I'm wondering if this is like a homebrew, like a custom homebrew or homebrew. I can't speak. And ooh, nice. I never killed that many ghosts in one shot before. This is my best game of Pac-Man ever. And I haven't even... Oh shit, can I get that? Nice! 2 levels in, I'm already at 20,000 points. Excellent! Oh! Oh! Oh, look at that! This string of good luck is not gonna hold, is it? Oh! Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, so far I'm enjoying this. I cannot complain. This is like my best Pac-Man game on any format. This is either I'm either extremely lucky or just, well... I don't know, that's our... Well, it's bound to happen, you know. Okay, enough of that. So, that was Pac-Man, everybody. Can't complain. Can't complain. Like the D-pad, I didn't think the D-pad would work that well, but because it doesn't have that. Well, actually, it does have a bit of a pivot. You know, so I can't complain. Look, as far as like the control, it doesn't. It's not the best feeling directional pad in the world, but it's not. It's not bad. It works. That's all I can really say. So here's the thing that I dread the most. Is this so we got the one player game difficulty, the pack booster, music, sound effects, and this was from Tengen originally, and they got some other copyright in there. So Blocktown. Okay. That doesn't sound so good. Okay, that does not sound as good. Let's see if I could insert... I'm going to see later on if I can insert some... Okay, the A button jumps. Okay, this is what happens when I focus on the viewfinder. So I do apologize for that. I don't know how this looks on your... Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry. That one was on... that one's on me. I'd have to say it's the emulation that's the problem, and not the actual game, because the game... The Genesis version of Pac-Mania is not good. I'll say that much, but it's not this... It doesn't sound this bad on the Genesis, I will tell you that much. It's just bad emulation, or just sound emulation's kind of rough. Fruit target, not gonna go for it. Maybe I should have turned on the pack booster. Because that's the thing with the Tengen ports of Pac-Mania and Miss Pac-Man even, you know, was that you had the... I'm still missing a dot? Really? Oh, shit. Music's really grating. I'll sit and tell you that. Oh, right, there we are. There we are. The music's like really grating. It sounds really bad. Oh yeah, it's like, you know, Pac-Mania. It controls fine. So it's not bad. I guess it's not bad. Anyways, that's enough of that. And I like Pac-Mania, but I think it's poorly represented here. Especially, you know, using the Genesis version was bad enough, but then, you know, the sound emulation is not that great. But it looks alright. I guess it looks alright, kind of, sort of. Anyways, let's... the last game on the set is Pac-Mania, or Pac-Panic, which, around these parts, we know it as Pac-Attack. And it's the Pac-Man puzzle game. Normal. Sure, why not? Even the sound emulation on here is not all that great. Like this, it's not. I don't want to say it's poor sound. I mean, I don't know how to explain it because the sound on the Pac-Man side is like it was fine, but then you get here and it's not fine, and it plays fine. That's the one thing I'll say about it. It plays adequately. You know, the D-pad, like I said, the D-pad's not the best thing in the world, but it does work. And the buttons, But the sound output is just kind of, I'm wondering if it's just the speaker that's the problem, or, it's just the sound emulation. Anyways, I'm gonna go back and play. Like, the only game that... I'm gonna go back and play Pac-Man again. Probably won't be able to repeat that game. But, boom, boom. By the way, Pac-Panic, Pac-Attack, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice little puzzle game. Not the most amazing thing, but it works. It's like... yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go back and play Pac-Man again, because, you need to pay... You need to... add credits, yeah, okay. Come on. That sounds alright, though. It's not as ear great, like, it's like... It's... You got cleaner sound coming out of Pac-Man than you do... That's weird. You'd figure if it was a hardware thing, then the sound grading would be consistently crap all across. But on Pac-Man, it's fine. It's okay. You know, some sound effects are off, but I'd attribute that to the software more than the hardware. But that's plug that into the headset. But yeah, that's Pac-Man. That's the Pac-Man Pocket Player. Not the best bet. Not the I saw this on sale for like 50-60 bucks. For 50-60 bucks, 3 games alone, even if they are like Namco games. Ugh. That's my assessment, pretty much. It's just, yeah, that sort of snorting, grunting, that sort of thing. It's not a bad machine. Like, I don't think. I know some people might, think differently, but, for me, personally, it's not the worst thing I've ever played. For the most part. The games themselves are fine. It's just the sound... It's fine. It's like... They could have put in a better Pac-Mania in there. Like, probably an arcade port. For the most part would have been nice. Or like an approximation of an arcade port. Because the Genesis version is not that great, but... I guess I could take what I could get. But hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I mean, Pac-Man's not bad on this. Pac-Panic, Pac-Attack, whatever you want to call it. It's a fun puzzle game. So, but 3 games for like a high price point, I don't know, man. It's okay. It's like, technically speaking, aside from the sound emulation, like, I'd have to say it's sound emulation with those 2 games. Because Pac-Man, again... But, whatever, so that's the thing, I guess, so,